What's up, It Girls? It's your girl, Britney Shields, and welcome to the It Girl Season 2 podcast. My It Girl co-host of this premiere episode is none other than Dr. Annie Biotixx.
Hi, It Girls. How you doing?
Hello, hello.
How you feeling? You even got the doctor in there.
I know.
Old school.
And I always try to remember, are you actually a doctor? Or like
All right, we're going to start off with this.
Yes, I went back and forth. I was like, does she have her doctorate or not?
Are you being serious right now?
I'm being 100% serious.
Because so many people think that. I am not. Okay,
Okay.
We're getting it out.
We're getting it out.
Right
We're
at the
clearing
top.
the air right up the top.
I am not, nor have I ever been a doctor.
Okay. I mean, you're probably as much of a medical expert as RFK Jr., wouldn't you say?
I mean, probably more, to be honest.
Probably more. I mean,
I'm
think,
healthier than him, for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, look at this hair.
I mean, it's all the Tylenol. What can we say?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, congratulations on 2 years of Free Clinic.
Thank you.
Your weekly show that you have at Rocco's.
Yes.
Thursdays now.
Thursday nights. Yes, we moved to Thursdays a few months ago. It's been great.
Yes. Now talk to me about, I mean, first of all, huge
Yes.
milestone to hit 2 years. I mean, I know it started out as AMC movie nights
Right.
and then sort of shifted into Free Clinic, but to host
Yeah.
a show in West Hollywood is such a huge deal.
It's a big deal, and to do it for that long, like as I've been in the scene longer and see shows come and go, it's kind of it's not unheard of, but it's rare for a show to last that long, especially a weekly one.
Yes.
That's not a brunch. That's not a brunch.
Yes.
Yeah. So I had a year of AMC, which was Annie's Movie Club, which was more of a traditional drag show.
I will say I miss you doing the Nicole Kidman monologue at the start of every show. That was so iconic.
That was a fun show. That will come back at some point in some form. People always ask about that. I love that show. Basically, every week I would choose a different movie and we would have a drag show, all the numbers based around that movie. In the beginning, I would like specifically cast it. For Mean Girls, I would do, okay, you are playing this
Katie
role,
Heron,
you are playing this role, you are playing this role. But that was too stressful, too much every week.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, okay, we're doing Clueless. You all get to pick a role, do whatever you want. And then I would do trivia beforehand with like, obviously questions about the movie.
Sure. Yeah.
So that was fun. So we did that for a year. And then, do you want to get into all this?
Yeah, let's get into it.
And then that was like, so there's a new ownership at Rocco's.
Yeah.
Which, bulletin alert, Rocco's is changing names.
I think I heard whispers of this.
Yes, there's whispers in the wind.
Yes, whispers in the wind.
So I don't know when it's happening or what, but Rocco's will soon be known as Maddie's. Natty's with an M. Maddie's. The new owner is named Matt.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So
sounds cute.
Yeah, we'll see.
Is he cute? Is Matt cute?
I've never met him.
You've never met him?
Never met him.
He sounds like Maddie, I feel like, is your pal.
Yeah, he's probably fun.
Yeah.
I mean, he's keeping me working, so I like him for that.
Yeah, we love Maddie.
Yes, thanks, Maddie. Mwah. Love you, bitch. So when I was nearing the first year of AMC, the management was kind of like on the outs. They were all like, whatever. So they cut the budget of every show that was at Rocco's.
Wow.
So Dragged Out, which had been there for years, like stopped being there. I was like, okay, well, I can't afford to pay out of my own pocket for like 6 drag performers and a DJ and a spotlight operator. And like, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. So I was like, I got to figure out what I can do with basically no budget. So I was like, LA needs an open stage.
Yes.
So that's when Free Clinic was born.
I love that.
So it's been a year of Free Clinic.
Okay.
Yes.
And where were you like when you first started AMC, like in terms of because I know you did a Project Drag.
Yes, I did.
And so were you like sort of just thinking like, oh, like I think a lot of queens sort of struggle with like how to elevate in that way from just being like a drag queen who like gets booked for things to then being like a hosting queen who like has her own like shit or gig going on, you know? Like where were you at mentally?
I was at that point when I started at AMC, I was doing drag for maybe like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
I had hosted little things here and there, like little one-offs like benefits or whatever, or I would like sub if someone needed the night off or whatever.
Well, you said you did. So you think Chu can host with Lorelai, which is how you two met.
That's how we met.
Your partner. For those who didn't listen to the Lorelai episode from season 1, so go back and listen to that. Yeah.
So that's where we met, and that was actually right before AMC. So that was a competition. So Chu Think You Can Host, hosted by Marta Bichu.
Marta Bichu on next week.
Hey. Stay tuned.
Little spoiler alert.
There we go.
Yes.
That was the brainchild of her. She created this like hosting competition, the first of its kind, to find the host of a now closed bar named Redline.
Yes, I miss Redline.
I know, me too.
Downtown needs more. I mean, we all need more, but like downtown especially, like it was such a good, like just kind of divey,
it was a drag
neighborhoody
bar.
Yeah. I know
bar.
Kiso. I feel like Kiso's kind of trying to accomplish that same thing.
Well, it's the same owners.
Yeah.
So, but Kiso, I feel like it's more. They're trying to like elevate.
Okay.
So there's not as much drag at Kiso as there was at Redline.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Yes. So I won that competition, and I was like, I had been wanting to host. Like I loved, I love to talk. I love to be on the mic. I like to be in charge.
Absolutely.
So I was after winning that competition, people kind of like started to know who I was in that sense as a host. So basically I just started pitching my ideas, and I won a show, from that competition called My First Time. I got to do my own show at Redline.
Okay.
And that was a show all about your first time in drag. So people would recreate the numbers they did
the
very first time they ever performed in drag.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. That's really
cute. We show
cute.
pictures from like back in the day and stuff. And so you could see like their elevation.
Wake that up.
Yeah.
Bring that back.
That's coming back too, I think. That's coming back too.
Yeah, let's wake that up.
You got a good idea. I got to use it.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. Capitalize.
Hello. There we go. So I just started pitching ideas and shows, and that one stuck. AMC at Rocco's, and I've been doing shows there every week for 2 years.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
Now, you and I, of course, know each other from I couldn't believe this. I did the math earlier today.
Okay.
12 years.
Oh.
You and I have known each other for 12 years.
Whoa.
12. I know.
Oh
12. I know. 12 years ago, Annie and I took a Groundlings class together. We started in comedy.
Yes.
In an improv
before
class.
either of us did drag.
Yes.
Way before.
Yeah. So I know that the class was hell for both of us.
It was trauma bonding.
Yes. It was trauma bonding, but also I felt like we were all so in our own internal worlds. You revealed to me that you weren't even out at that point, which is so crazy to me.
12 years ago, what year
2013. It was like 2013.
No, I wasn't even out at that point. I would like just about to come out.
Yeah. So I knew you before you were out, which is like insane.
That's crazy
to me. So like walk me through, first of all, let's touch briefly on how hellish this class was, because like when you think of like LA stories of like cutting your teeth.
Yeah.
That is one where I'm like, oh, girl, you girls do not know.
Yeah. Have you talked a little bit about the Groundlings on the pod before, right?
Yes.
People know.
And Groundlings is a school of improv here in LA. It's where people do get their comedy chops done. Lots of sketch writing.
Yeah. A lot of famous people went there. Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy.
Absolutely.
Et cetera.
Us.
Will Ferrell. Hello.
Hello. Wake that up. Yeah. So it's where a lot of people, and the experiences can kind of vary from like, oh my gosh, this is the best learning experience in my life, to then like classes like ours, which was like traumatizing.
It's very competitive too. Like they make cuts every different
round.
levels.
Like only 2 people make it, basically, depending on the teacher, but like only 2 or 3 people will pass from like beginner to intermediate to advanced.
And what class we were in? Like it
was advanced improv.
Right. Okay.
It was advanced improv. I'd passed my first time basic intermediate. So I was coming into that class super confident, like being like, oh, I got this. I am good at this. Feeling like on cloud 9, and then just sort of got ripped apart. We don't have to name her by name, but ripped apart by... I know. But unfortunately, when you name people, it actually brings them more attention. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then they like get more notoriety. And I don't ever want to do that for her. Like,
do you know she still teaches there?
I don't think so. Okay. I've not seen her name there.
I don't think she taught there that often when we had her either.
Yeah.
Which was maybe part of the problem. Worst teacher I ever had.
Yeah, I mean, basically, like every class for me, she'd be like, I don't know why you're here. I don't know who passed you. You're not funny.
Yes.
You don't seem to have any talent. Like, she'd ask me like who my past teachers were, and she'd be like, oh, interesting. That person normally has an eye for good talent. You know, like, but like in front of an entire class.
No, I feel like I have this memory burned into my mind, and I feel like it was a scene with you.
Yes.
I could be wrong, but I feel like I was doing a scene, and I think it was with you. We were gay bartenders.
For work.
Hello.
Look where we are now.
Life. Exactly.
Yeah.
Living our life. And she stopped us in the middle of the scene in front of the entire class and said, I could do that better. And I full on said right back to her, I was like, well, I hope so, bitch. You're the teacher.
I
didn't say bitch, but I was like.
Yeah. We were all scared shitless. She was caught off guard.
Yes.
I think she wanted that. She wanted that fight from us or whatever.
I think she was like trying to be bad cop or something the whole time, but that's not how
I mean there was like a school of thought at that time that like I'm gonna be the hardest one on you because if I'm hard on you, the industry is gonna be harder,
right?
Like, or I'm gonna be harder than the industry ever will be on you, so then you're like mentally prepared or ready for whatever,
I guess. But it's like we're trying to make comedy here. It's like this isn't the environment for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, she was worse, but I'm glad I met you.
I know. Well, and so from there, like, how did you recover mentally from like all of that? Like, because it took me a long time to pick myself back up. Yeah. I mean, I like went back and took, I want to say basic again. Went back to basic because I was like, and I also would like drink before class, and like I started like doing like bad stuff. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. I can't. When I did Annie's movie night that one time, and you brought this up, I like fully was like, oh my gosh, that is a path. Okay, so tell the story.
Okay, so first day of class, we're all in like a circle or whatever, and this teacher is like, okay, everyone, go around, introduce yourselves, and tell us all a secret that you never told or something. What was
an interesting fact.
An interesting
fact about yourself. Yeah.
And
random.
Yeah, Miss Britney Shields was like, hi, my name is this, and I drink a gallon of milk every single day. And everyone in the class was like gagged. We were all
gagged. Disgusting.
Come again? And we were like, what?
Disgusting.
You're like, I love milk. I drink at least a gallon of whole milk every day.
Not whole milk, 2%.
Okay.
I would never.
You have some standards.
I have some standards. Yeah.
But you don't do that anymore, right?
No.
What was that about? You just really liked milk?
Protein. Well, I did love milk. I will say, like, growing up, I had a weird, like, neither of my parents were really like cooks.
Okay.
You know, so like, a glass of milk was just really filling, you know, and like it was a way of getting protein. And at that time in my life, I was like bulking like crazy. Like I was like a little muscle boy.
You were like a
muscle
twink.
Yeah, I was a little muscle twink back then. Yeah. So, you know, it was that. It was that era of my life.
I don't remember anything else about that first class, no matter what anyone said. I don't even remember what I said, but I remember what you said.
It's a shocking fun fact.
That's a fact.
They're coming to get you. They're coming to get me.
Police.
The milk police. Oh my gosh. But back to you. Back to you. Like, how did you pivot from there?
Okay, so I think it seems so long ago. That was 12 years ago. I didn't pass that class. She didn't pass me. No. Surprise.
What was the call like when she called to not pass you?
I feel like she liked me maybe because I like talked back to her.
Yeah.
But she was just like, you know, you're great, but you're not ready for the next level. Because the next level is like the writing level, I think.
Yeah.
And what was extra annoying, I don't know if you remember this, but our final class, we had like a presentation for our friends and family.
Yes.
And it was in the Groundlings theater that I don't think they even use anymore. Mm-hmm. And it was the middle of summer. The air conditioning was broke, so it was hot as balls.
That's right. Oh my god.
We didn't even get to finish the show, so I didn't even get to perform.
Really?
I did one thing, but I was supposed to do something at the end, and she stopped it. So I was like, "How are you not going to pass me when I don't even get to show like,
oh my gosh,
what I was supposed to do?"
Yeah.
Anyway, so I didn't pass. She was like, "Whatever," and I was like, I never want to talk to you again, lady.
Yeah.
Or see you.
Yeah.
So I think so. I took advanced again. I just did it like right away because I wanted to move through that program. I was like, I have things to do. I'm old. I want to get this done.
I know that's kind of where I'm at with drag, but continue. Yeah. I'm like, I got to make things happen for myself if like this is gonna move. So,
well, you are.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Here we are in my podcast.
Yeah. So I think I just kind of kept going. I did advanced. I passed advanced, and then I did writer's lab, and then that was kind of where my journey ended. Then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
So then when did you pivot to the drag? Like, how did you find drag after that?
So drag was shortly after that. I came out of the closet.
Yeah.
And then I was like, straight for so long, I'm going to be the gayest person I could possibly be.
Wow. So you just went full. Like,
I went full
to the wall.
I was like, fucking everyone that walked by.
Wow.
Not really. I had standards.
Did you?
Yes, I did. I did. Maybe not in the very beginning because I was like, you got to see what you like.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
But then I got some standards. But I saw a friend in a competition at Redline called New Queens, hosted by Angina.
Oh, yes. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So this was 7 years ago now.
Okay.
And I saw them perform, and I was like, I saw everyone else compete, and I was like, I can do that. I can do that.
Yes.
And then literally 2 weeks, I emailed Angina that night. I was like, can I sign up? I've never done drag before, but I want to do this. I've been performing for a long time. Is there a spot for me? She's like, yes, bitch, you're on in 3 weeks.
Amazing.
I did it. I won that night, and I never looked back. I was like, this is it. This is me. It's like everything that I had been training for.
Yes, I know. Isn't that interesting?
Was kind of like all in this one thing.
This one
that
thing
I didn't even really know existed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's weird to be in LA for like 20 years and like I almost feel like I'm like rediscovering the city.
You've lived here for 20 years?
17. Wow. But like,
okay.
But a long time.
Yeah.
And which I always feel like people don't really know that about me because I just like I seem very new and like,
well, you seem so young.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that again.
Young.
But like, it's like so I feel like sometimes when I like sort of bristle feathers or whatever with some of the moves I make, it's like, no, I've been here.
Right. You know what you're doing.
Like I know what I'm doing. Like I know these people. I have these relationships. Like this. Like I'm not just some like new queen who just like came into town and just was like busted down the doors. It's like I've earned this confidence in a sense.
But there is a big difference in what we were doing with just comedy and like acting.
Oh,
and drag.
Absolutely.
As far as like the scene and like the connections and the people you have to do what you can and can't do. And
for sure. Yeah. Well, and also like, I mean, you still have to kiss the ring.
Oh,
like
yes,
you still absolutely have to kiss the ring. And like, I've made sure, or a lot of my drag, I feel like for the past year or two has been trying to do that for sure. But so did you find Annie Biotixx like right away?
Yes.
Like you immediately.
Yep. I had doctor. So officially,
okay.
In the beginning, that's where it came from.
And you haven't been able to let it go since.
That's how I know who the like true like fans are. From the beginning when they call me doctor.
The doctor. Yes.
So in the beginning, I had on the poster, every poster. If they didn't have it, I'd be like, it's doctor.
It's doctor.
Come on.
My God.
I went to medical school.
The level of delusion to be like, no, please. I have gone to 8 years of fully knowing you've never gone to medical school. Being like, I've earned this title.
I thought I never in a million years would have thought people actually thought I was a doctor though. It's still, people still think I was.
I didn't think like medical school. I thought like master's program.
Oh, okay.
Like a doctor, a PhD.
Okay.
Yeah, like doctorate.
No, I don't have that either.
Okay. So, and you immediately found Annie Biotixx.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so where did you grab that?
I wanted something medical because as a child, I wanted to be a doctor.
Okay.
But then I realized like, oh, you have to be good at math and science for that. And I wasn't.
Sure. Okay. So quickly had to pivot to acting, to theater.
And Annie was the first play that I ever like saw with like adults in it and like kids and adults. And I was like, wait, there are adults doing this and kids?
Yeah.
And like, how do I get up there? Because my family was not like a theater family. We didn't go to live theater. And then I found out that it could be a thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm doing that.
You're doing that.
So Annie, even though it's not my favorite show, it holds a special place in my heart. The gateway.
Yes. Yeah, it was like the first thing that made you go like, and you have such an interesting, you're the first of 11?
12. I'm the oldest of 12.
You're the oldest of 12.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to me about that.
Well, that's a long story. That might require a part two.
Okay, a part two.
Basically, the youngest 8 are adopted.
Okay.
5 of them are technically my nieces.
Okay.
So my sister is like not really in the picture, but my parents got custody of her 5 kids.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they became my sisters.
Yeah.
And then
they're all girls.
All girls.
All 5.
All 5 girls.
Wow.
The youngest are twins.
Wow.
So the youngest are 10. They just turned 10, I believe.
Okay. The youngest are 10.
So the youngest 5 are all my sister's kids and my nieces. And then I have 3 adopted younger brothers.
Okay.
And then 2 sisters and then a brother who are like my blood relation.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you ever, I mean, you have, what I would say about you is you have very maternal energy. You have like, I mean, especially I was going to say with Free Clinic, like, like it's very much like there's such a family feeling, and I think people really do like sort of see you as like this matriarch in
Really?
the community. I mean, I feel that way of like you just like especially like the way that the 2-year show was, like it just felt so warm and like inviting, and I think a lot of that is because of the environment you create.
I hope so.
Just in like, I think just in who you are, you seem very like nurturing, and
I try to be.
Yeah.
Just because I know it's so challenging.
Yes.
Drag is not easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Living life is not easy. You know what I mean? It's like,
for
this
anybody.
business is not easy.
Yeah.
So it's Free Clinic is not really what it is now is so much more than I ever thought it would be. It was just, when I started, it was kind of just a thing where I was like, well, what am I going to do? I have no money. Right. I can't afford to pay a bunch of people.
Right.
So I have to like pivot and think of like what I can do, because I don't want to lose a spot at a preeminent bar in West Hollywood hosting my own show.
Hello.
I'm like, I'm going to figure out how I can work for free.
How to make this work.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I kind of just was like, it was out of desperation and not really knowing what else I could do, but it's turned into this kind of amazing, inspiring thing.
Yeah. Well, and when I've talked to you a while ago, you said you were actually really inspired by the San Francisco drag scene.
Yeah.
The way that it just kind of was like, yeah, anybody just pop on up, like throw on up. And like sometimes I come and you're like, do you want to do an like just jump up?
I love that.
And I'm like, I know you love I'm like the type where I'm like, no, I have to have it like fully prepared.
I wouldn't do that either. I'm the same way. I'm like, I need to listen to my lyrics 5 times.
I went with Cruella recently and she just popped up there.
I mean, I love it.
And I was like, but like nailed it, powerhouse.
She's
like
amazing.
I was just like, I can't believe you just like did
you could
that.
too.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
but it's different for us too, because you probably more than me, but do mixes.
Yes.
Where a lot of people can just go up there and do like any song.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's a little trickier when you're like, oh, I have a mix. I need props. I need my like reveal. I can't just jump up and do a number like that.
Right. Exactly.
So I get it.
Exactly. And like trying to figure out like, okay, how do I make this work without this prop, without this, like whatever. Yeah. Anyways, there's so much I could dive into with you. It's like, okay, we're going to skim the surface of you having 12, you know.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
We talk about that on my podcast, Shablam. Check it out.
Absolutely. Yes. Plug that real quick.
Yes.
So you have the podcast with Lorelai Shablam.
Yes.
As I've already mentioned, Lorelai was on season 1. So if you want to go meet her, go back to season 1 and meet her.
Check it out.
But so Shablam is coming back, your podcast.
I think so, yeah. So we've done 2 seasons here at the beautiful Petty Cash Studios. Welcome to the fam.
Yes, welcome to Petty Cash. And thank you for extending the contact to me. I'm so appreciative.
They're amazing here. We love them.
We do. Absolutely.
So now you're here. Do you have a name for this room?
No. Did you name yours?
We said the jungle and the Garden of Eden.
And the Garden of Eden.
Yes.
Okay. No, I haven't. I haven't thought of a name.
Write in the comments if you think of any names.
I love it. I love bringing some of the Shablam lingo. Leave a comment below.
I just can't help it when I'm not Petty Cash.
I know. It's just so natural.
So anyway, yes, there are 2 seasons of that. You can watch it. If you want to watch it, it's on YouTube. You can listen to it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
Yes.
It's Lorelai and I just... Basically, we take one topic and we shablam it. So it's a topic. It could be anything from poppers to Abby Lee Miller. And we just like kind of spend a whole episode dissecting it until we shablam.
And what does shablam mean?
Shablam, well, it's like a term used in ballroom. It's kind of like a dip, or like it's like the exclamation point on something. It's usually like the height of a number, or like the like the ending of something.
So you guys keep one-upping each other until like finally it's like orgasm.
Yeah.
Pop.
Basically.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that's the gist.
That's the gist. Okay, so let's check that out.
But we mostly just talk about our lives and ourselves in the drag scene.
I love that. My favorite episode was, as I was mentioning earlier, was when you were defining what ran through meant. I was like dying. Dying.
There's still some debate on what ran through means and if Lorelai is a twink or not. Would you consider Lorelai a twink?
No,
I don't either. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Twink death is upon us, sister. It's okay. It happens. I think once you start doing drag, that's like an immediate twink death.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think that maybe that's what Lorelai said.
Yeah, actually. I think it's an immediate twink death, except for like, I think there's like some exceptions where like Blair St. Clair, I think will be like.
Do you know Will Conique in LA?
Yes.
I feel like that's a twink.
Yeah, I haven't seen them out of drag.
Okay, I haven't either, actually, but I imagine they would be a twink.
Okay. So you don't even know. You don't even know. Okay, well, thoughts on that in the comments below.
There we go. Wait, are you ran through? Do you consider yourself ran through?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
You're a married lady.
I know, married lady.
Are you gonna have your husband on the pod?
No.
He's not an it girl.
He is. No, he wants he wants our relationship to be like Dolly Parton's marriage.
Okay.
Where like Dolly is out there. Everybody knows Dolly, but like nobody knows that her husband has been in the picture for like 40 years. Like we know nothing about Dolly Parton's husband. And that's kind of how he wants it to be. Like we're not one of those Instagram couples that like pays Queer Tea to write an article about us and like, you know what I mean?
I'm
like,
not like that either.
I can't stand that. I talk about that a lot on the pod. Anyway. We do have to get to our It Girl of the week.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
What basically an It Girl is somebody who everybody is talking about this week, who in pop culture, this is not an endorsement. This is not saying like, oh, we like this It Girl. It's just like, who is the conversation about this week? Do you have your, and we're going to guess on the count of 3.
Okay.
At the same time.
I'm
ready. Do you have your guess?
Yes, I do.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Taylor Swift! Yes!
Of course.
I know. Come on.
Who else could it be?
I know. I was like, wow, this is so great to have such an obvious one for the premiere of season 2 because as I was telling you earlier, I think the only person I matched with for season 1 was Mary-Kate Lohan.
And who was it then?
It was Zoran Mamdani.
Okay.
That week. Like he had just gotten elected as the Democratic nominee and everybody was talking about him. So this week was very that. I mean, most weeks are not like as clear as this. So have you listened to Life of a Showgirl?
I have. I've listened to the first half twice.
Oh.
And all the way through once.
Wow. Okay, so not that much.
Not that much. I'm not the girl that will listen to something on repeat like that.
Gotcha.
That's not me.
That's me.
I will listen to if I listen like a song, I will listen to a song on repeat.
Okay.
But an album, I'll give it like a once through and then I'm moving on.
Gotcha.
Generally.
I'll
come back and revisit, but
if it's somebody you're like a stan of, will you like give them more time or?
Yes, but even like for Mayhem, I haven't listened to that whole album all the way through probably more than like 2 or 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
That's just not how, I don't know. It's not how I roll.
Yeah, I try to spend some like good time with an album because I really want to be like clear about how I feel about it. Especially because I feel like in the drag community, like we talk about pop culture so often that I like to know exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like to get like really specific about like which tracks I like, which tracks I skip, you know, like all of that.
I probably should be more like that, but
no.
I'm sorry, Mary-Kate's not here. I'm not really a Swiftie.
No. I know. I thought that too. I was like,
where's Mary-Kate when you need her?
Well, and the thing about this album is I am sort of shocked, regardless of how you personally feel about the album, I am shocked by the amount of discourse around it.
Everyone. I don't remember her previous albums if people talked about it this much.
Exactly. That's what I mean. I'm like, I don't think that for the record, I like it. I enjoy it. I don't think that it requires this amount of discussion.
Like, it seems like everyone hates it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing.
I think that there was a real misdirect with the marketing.
Yes.
Like,
I agree.
I think that calling it The Life of a Showgirl, saying there are going to be a bunch of bangers, you know, like saying there's going to be a bunch of bangers. It's going to be like Shake It Off. Max Martin's a producer.
Right.
You know, I went into it thinking, oh, we're going to have like horns. We're going to have like show-stopping numbers.
Vegas Showgirl. All the like pictures were like Vegas Showgirl.
Yes.
I was like, okay, this is going to be a moment.
Exactly. But then it was all like eldest daughter, father figure, like a lot of like stuff about familial relationships and a lot of stuff about like settling down and having like a house with you know, a basketball court in the cul-de-sac, you know, type of thing.
It wasn't really about anything about being a showgirl. It was more about like life. Yeah.
Well, and also like, I mean, if it is, and obviously she is somebody who does know the life of a showgirl, but like if you are a showgirl, you know what it's like to have to miss Christmas because you've got a show.
Right.
Like, you know what it's like to, I don't know, like have to sacrifice a relationship because of your dreams.
Yeah.
You know, like having to like chase your dreams instead of like somebody you really connect with.
For sure.
There's a lot of sacrifice that goes into a lifestyle like this that like people aren't really aware of. And like I was telling you before this, like I was in a wedding at Georgia this past weekend, and like I forget that like for the rest of America, like they really learn about culture through albums like this. Like they think that Pink Pony Club is about a strip club, which it's actually about the Abbey, which for us is like the Disneyland of gay bars, where it's like that's just where anybody it's like the most G-rated, like, well, except for some of the accusations,
Well,
but yeah, except for all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh, so people are gonna think life of a showgirl is this sort of like very, I don't know.
It's okay. So you liked the album.
Yeah.
What would you give it on like a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd give it
10 being the best.
I'd give it a 7.
Okay.
Like I'd give it a 7.5 maybe on like a generous day. It definitely is the type of album where a Swiftie is going to love it.
Yeah.
And if you hate Taylor Swift, you're gonna hate it.
That's what I was gonna say. It's very Taylor Swift.
Yes.
It's very like stereotypical in my mind, like what a Taylor Swift song would sound like. They all I wasn't in love with it. I didn't hate it as much as a lot of people did. Yeah. I thought it was easy to listen to.
Yes.
She is a songwriter. You have to give her credit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
She is like,
yes.
Say what you want, but she can write.
Absolutely. Well, some people are saying some of the lyrics are corny, but even that.
I mean, that's her.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I
wish like one would have gone more in the showgirl direction or called it something else.
Called it something else.
Yeah.
I think something like matriarch or like, I don't know. Something about like, I know she can't call it honeymoon because Lana Del Rey already has something called honeymoon, but it was very lovery.
Yeah.
It felt very lovery.
She could have called it Travis. It would have been like, that would have made more sense or something.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Or even just like, I mean, what I do think is cool about this whole romance or whatever is that like, this is what she's always wanted. Like from the love story days, like she always wanted to be the cheerleader for the football player.
Yeah.
Like she always wanted that relationship. So like, I feel like something in that vein of like, everything comes full circle or like I've manifest, like obviously I'm not coming up with the catchy like one word for it, but like, I don't know, just something like that. Like showgirl, it's missing the mark, I think, for most showgirls too.
Yeah. And I also want her, I'm like, how old is she? Like in her 30s,
35.
Right? I'm like, do we need more songs about prom?
Yeah.
Girl, you're 35 years old. Like I want to hear Taylor as an adult.
Yes.
I'm like, I want like...
Yeah, the when she said second period or whatever, I was like, oh.
I'm like, why?
But I also have to think like, first of all, her fan base is very like nostalgic in the feels, and like, especially again talking about Georgia and all of that, it's like people are reliving that era of their life. Like if you never leave your hometown,
right? Like
if that's sort of your life, that is your life. It's talking about like the high school days and like and like this classmate that committed suicide. Like I think that there's a lot of those people who are going to relate and feel that and all of those things. But I agree, it was very jarring to like hear like second period all of a sudden and be like, wait, what? We're in our 30s,
right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, do you think she's a Republican?
Well, she endorsed Kamala.
Okay.
If everybody like she had the whole post about like this cat lady, this single cat childless cat lady is voting for. That. So that's where like I know everybody's like trying to claim that she's MAGA. People are trying to say it's very trad wifey. Like, but I have those feelings of like wanting like a basketball court and like kids that look like my husband, like, that are just like running around. Like that's like my favorite from the album is Wish List. Okay. And like, I'm like, does that make me trad wifey for like being like,
I don't think so.
I think it's like, I just think like when you love somebody, like you want to have their offspring and like offspring. Oh God, triggering word. The blue jeans ad, Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. God,
but you want to like have kids and just like, it just for me, like, that's kind of what it reminded me of, like what being in love is like.
Oh God. Well, she does seem very happy.
She seems happy, which the Atlantic had. Men need to stop. What I will say, men need to stop writing articles about female pop.
Well, yes.
Like the Atlantic was like, she sounds burnt out and miserable. I'm like, what? Are we listening to the same out? Like, say what you there's valid critiques,
right? Yeah, of course.
But like that is, you've lost your credibility by saying she's not happy on this album. Like, she's so happy, I think.
I prefer angry Taylor. So I'm like,
yes,
I want the album
Reputation.
If and when they get divorced.
Oh my, do you think?
I mean,
oh my God. Wow, really?
Yikes. Sorry, they haven't even got married yet.
I know.
It's Hollywood. It's like,
it's Hollywood. And
we'll see.
I do think it's like, Elizabeth Taylor is a great. But then again, like, as Elizabeth Taylor got married like 4 or 5 times, I will say Taylor held out to get married. True. Like, she has not got, she hasn't been married. If this were old Hollywood, like, she would have been married 5 times by now. That's true. But like, she has really, and there have been many contenders.
I was going to say, have people proposed to her? See, I don't know about all the backstory. Have people proposed? Because maybe she would have said yes, had they?
Well, I mean, if they have, we don't know about it, but there's like been 0 engagements before this. Okay. So this is the first one. So we'll see.
We shall see.
We'll see. We shall see.
It'll be interesting to see how her music changes if she has kids.
If she has kids and all of that. I did like that she had an interview today or yesterday or whatever where somebody asked, you know, the fans are freaking out that you're done with music. This is the last album. Like, you're going to get married and stop. And she was like, that's a really offensive question. Like, I'm not just going to like stop my career just because I'm getting married. Like, that's not what Travis is asking me of me. And like, that would be really weird if it's like, I'm coming into this relationship, you know, being this person. I'm going to continue being this person.
Of course.
Yeah.
What do you think? We probably have to move on, but what do you think about the Charli XCX diss of it all?
Yes, I'm so glad you brought that up because I think, first of all, great publicity for Charli. Like, I love that Charli's name is back in the conversation.
Did it leave? I didn't even know.
It didn't leave, but I've missed her. But like, she hasn't released anything musically. Like, she's letting us miss her. Yeah. Which I think is really good. And clearly the culture misses her because everybody's trying to sound like her right now. Yes. And like, a lot of the music that's coming out, like, it's trying to like encapsulate Brat. And people are sort of seeing the hole in the market and being like, oh, Charli's not doing anything. Okay, I'm gonna jump in. You know, so I do like, because for me, I think about things in a publicity mindset where it's like all press is good press. So like, all press for Charli, I'm all about. I think it's an interesting, because we all define ourselves using these characters in that we can talk about almost as like definitions, like, as are you a Charli girl? Are you a Taylor girl? It like really carves that out really distinctly, you know, where I think like now, like, you know, we've always done it in culture for better or worse, like Britney and Christina and everything like that. I do think this is a long rambly answer, but I do think I think it would have been more interesting to, especially Life of a Showgirl, I think it would have been more interesting to talk about being targeted by the president of the United States than like going after like, I mean, Charli's song is about how like she feels insecure being around Taylor because she's such a megastar. Right. You know what I mean? Not really like the biggest diss. Also, but I will say, like, saying boring Barbie is like, that's such a like, anti-Taylor people are going to be like, yeah, you are boring Barbie.
I mean, and if that's like the worst thing someone ever calls you, like, that's not too bad. In my opinion.
Yeah. What's your opinion on it?
I mean, I don't really know the whole backstory. Okay. Like, did Charli date someone that Taylor used to date?
Yeah. So Taylor dated someone named Maddie Healy, who is in the same band as Charli's now husband. And so they would see each other backstage at these shows, you know? And so that's kind of where, you know, in Charli's song, Sympathy is a Knife, she talks about sort of like hoping that they break up like, you know.
Oh, I didn't realize that was about Taylor Swift. I performed that song.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was about Taylor Swift either until this. Oh. And even still, it hasn't been confirmed that this is about her. I will also say, I think that Actually Romantic would be a great song performed by a drag queen or trans person talking about like how Republicans are like so obsessed with us. Like, they can't stop talking about us. And it's like actually kind of romantic, especially given that like it was revealed this week that Republicans search for trans porn more than like anybody else.
Of course. The loudest ones in the room are always, I'm like, what are you hiding?
Yeah.
Like, what are you?
It's like, why? It's actually romantic. Like, it's actually romantic, like how obsessed with us. Right. You know what I mean? And also, I will say, from a drag perspective, I think father figure talking about how our dick is bigger than the devil's. I think that's going to be a really popular one. I also think there's another Wood is gonna be really popular with drag queens. I think.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I gravitate towards music that I want to perform, and I'm like, I can't see myself really getting down with any of these songs on stage.
Yeah.
Personally, I know like people will kill it, like Mary Kate. I'm sure is going to
for sure
blast it out of the water. But
Taylor's always really good for me in the sense that it's like really specific stories. And because I do a lot of satire, like I'm already like, oh my gosh, canceled would be perfect for like a Jimmy Kimmel number or like, you know what I mean?
Oh
like,
my God. I want to talk to you about that too, but we probably don't have time.
What? Oh, Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, not Jimmy Kimmel, but Jimmy Fallon of it all. How he's like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Jimmy Fallon.
No. Well, because he's always pandered to.
I've never been a fan of his though. I wish like
the laughter
to go away.
The laughter is like very canned. He's like very much like riding that line. I think people say that about Taylor too. I do think I think canceled could be a Karen anthem. Like like I could see canceled being a Karen anthem. It's like, and I felt that way a little bit with like Look What You Made Me Do. Like when that came out, I was like, oh, Karens are gonna use this to be like and that's the big criticism of Taylor is that like, how can a billionaire be the victim?
Girl, you got the guy. It's like you're not. Just move on.
And that's what people criticize Actually Romantic for, of being like, this is just such a like, it's not a self-realized sort of comeback.
No, it's very childish. It's very like, I'm like, are you stuck in junior year of high school?
Yeah.
Maybe she is. I don't know. It's
well, I did see something that said like, she's Regina George and Charlie is Janice Ian. I was like, wow, that really encapsulates the feeling right there.
Although I don't even know if she has that like thing to be Regina George. I feel like she'd be one of the friends.
Oh, interesting.
Personally.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
Doesn't even have the
like I can't see her being like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like Regina.
I can mastermind. And her being like, she's so like plotty and schemy and like, I think so. But
I could be swayed.
Feel the way you feel. Feel the way you feel. Well, now we have to get to our niche girls of the week. Now, these are people who are trending specifically on our timelines or who might be trending for the gay community where it's not necessarily trending for everybody else. And we can share a couple. We don't have to like stay on one.
Okay, great.
But like, who's been trending for you this week?
Okay, so this woman, girl,
and it doesn't have to be a girl, by the way. It can be like just like a trending story.
Well, your next segment is the girl that got away.
Yes,
I wish this it girl would go away.
Okay, great. Okay.
And the it girl I'm speaking of right now is Tilly Norwood.
Yes.
Have you heard?
Yes. I'm so no. But tell the people. Tilly
Norwood.
Yes, this is such a good one. Yes.
It's an AI actress that has just come about. She's trying to get representation. She's trying to get publicist.
Crazy work.
She's taken Los Angeles, excuse me, and the Hollywood biz by storm. And I just want her to go away.
I know. Well, it's weird to me. I'm trying to assess how real of a threat is this? Well, are people sort of sharing this as like sort of shock value? Like, is she actually booking roles or like?
I mean, I don't think so yet. She doesn't have representation. Right. She can't get an audition.
Good. Oh, good. So she's right where I'm at.
Exactly. Maybe we should come into a free clinic. Yeah. No, I don't. That's where I am at right now, is that I don't know what's real and what's not. So I'm I don't need an AI 14-year-old, which that's a whole other thing. Like the first AI person they're going to make is a 14-year-old girl. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
But given that we haven't released the Epstein files, are you really surprised?
I mean, no, I'm not surprised by anything.
Yeah.
The world is insane.
It's insane.
But I'm like, this AI actress is like legitimately, like they're trying to get representation for her at an actual agency. And it's not just, okay, fine, maybe you don't care if there's like an AI actor in a movie, but that AI actor, they're not going to need hair and wardrobe. They're not going to need to take a break. They're not going to need to eat craft services. That's hundreds of jobs that are going away just because there's not an actual person on screen.
Yeah.
So whether it's real or not, it's coming.
It's coming.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And this is on the heels of there was an AI artist that signed a record deal.
I didn't hear about that.
Like a couple weeks ago, and it was one of those weeks where I was like so mad I didn't have a podcast because I was like, I need to talk about this. And I forget which major artist came out and was like, this is wrong. This needs to be stopped.
Yeah.
But I want to say it was SZA or but somebody was just like knock this off.
Yeah.
Like, knock this off. It's not cute. I don't care
No.
how small this story is, because she signed a record deal. This was her actually signing a record deal. And what was really, I think, alarming to me about the Tilly Norwood story is hearing the defense from the creator of her, which is like being like, well, it's like animation.
Right.
It's like I'm animate, like she's an art project and I'm animating her the same way somebody would animate, like, you know, an animated character. And I was like, I could see enough people buying that where they go, well, she's right. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
a lot of agencies were like, hell no, we're not doing that. But I've heard, like, the publicist, one of them was interviewed by saying, I'm considering it because this is the future. And if you're not on board, you're going to get left behind. And this is where our industry is going.
Yeah.
And we need to be a part of it, like it or not.
Yeah.
And that's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. I know we were talking a little bit before about the industry of just like not really knowing like what is the floor of it all. And like for us here in Los Angeles, because like again, like nobody knows what it's actually like here except for, which is why it's important for us to like talk about it. Because again, I will go home to Georgia and people are like, what's going on in LA? Like, tell us what's going on, you know? Because if the industry isn't here, then people aren't here to like go out to the bars. They're not here to go to the restaurants. They're not here to, so there does seem to be this like real empty feeling that is starting to get really scary for a lot of us.
For sure.
Us, you know I've been looking for work too. So it's like, it's just like, it's a very like.
It's a trickle down.
It's a trickle down.
I mean, even with the drag, like if you want to go back to drag, like it's a trickle down. It's like the drag race queens moved to LA. They're doing the brunch gig. So all of us are like trying to get the other gigs. And it's like, it's tricky.
I know. It's so tricky. Well, one of my niche girls, I was going to say on a more positive note, I was going to say, I feel like we're having a Britneyssance.
Oh.
I've been complaining a lot about music this summer. I feel like nothing has really popped off.
Yeah, you were asking about the song of the summer.
Yes.
What was the verdict on that, by the way?
The verdict was No Broke Boys by Tinashe.
Okay.
The remix, though. Not the original, but the remix, which I agree. That was fully the song. That was fully the song of the summer. It's October now. But and I think what happened was people were kind of gun shy after Charlie sort of took over Brat last summer. I think a lot of people were gun shy about releasing music. And so like now people are it's all sort of like tying together now. Zara Larsson released her Midnight Sun album and she's been working for a decade, which I didn't realize. And like, but she is like, she's saying yes to every promo. She's doing every TikTok trend you can imagine. She's like, I will do what I love it. Do anything, girl.
Yes.
She is doing whatever she can to sell this record. And I just feel like people really miss Britney. And so people are trying to they're seeing again the hole in the market. And so like you've got Madison Beer coming out with Yes Baby, which is such a hot song. And obviously Tate McRae is going for that Britney slot. You've got Addison Rae, who is also going for that Britney slot. And then there's like one other girl that I'm forgetting about. But I just love that that's my type of music. Like I love a sexually confident, empowered woman who's just like full sex dancer performance.
No apologies.
No apologies. Just like so confident. And I loved what Zara said in a recent interview where she's like, I'm doing this for the gays and theys.
Hello.
And I was like, which is a nice way to carve herself out from under Tate, who she's opening for in her tour, because Tate has sort of ridden that line of like doing a duet with Morgan Wallen, who is like who has used the N-word and like who has like Take Me to God's Country after performing at SNL. Like very, very Trumpy. Yeah. But she's kind of like a Sydney Sweeney, I guess, where like she's just gonna go where the check takes her. You know, so it's like nice to have Zara, who seemingly, we don't really know, but like seemingly seems to be an ally and seemingly seems to. And she's like a joyful Britney. Right. And Tate's like a sultry, sexual Britney. Anyways, I'm just loving for me, I'm loving like the variations
I love it.
Of Britney.
Do you think Britney's ever going to come out with another album?
No.
Never.
No. And good. I want her to like live her life.
Do you think she's going to perform ever again? Acting, singing, nothing? You think she's done?
No. I think she'll keep making, obviously, the Instagram.
Well, yeah, but
you know, she's always going to be dancing in that regard.
You don't see her doing. I could see her like doing some dramatic movie at some point. You know, she almost was in The Notebook.
I know.
Yeah, she was like second choice for that. I think.
Well, did you read her book?
No, I didn't.
Okay, but because in the book she talks about how Crossroads was too real. Like it was like she got too into character and she almost like became the character so much that she like couldn't separate her own identity. And I was like, girl, I don't know if we went that deep on that, you know, like
the Crossroads. Okay, maybe don't do another movie then.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously I love anything Britney does, but I don't think that like, I think it's too much. It's too much for her.
Okay, fair.
You know, I think keep doing the little skits, the little characters, the little accents. To me, it's not alarming. I know for some people it's like alarming, like but I'm like, she's a girl with mental illness who like, you know, is on Instagram.
Right.
Like, let's normalize that. Living her life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. I just miss seeing her like perform.
I know. We all do.
Even on TV.
Do
a guest spot. Anyway.
But I feel like I'm getting her, and I definitely feel the respect.
Yeah.
Like with all of these girls, like there is, to me, I feel like there's a very clear respect, and also like, because you know, I worry about them from a similar standpoint where I'm like, I hope what we did as a society to her. And I was gonna say this about the Taylor thing. I was gonna say, if you don't like the album, don't listen to it.
Right.
Don't write about it.
I don't understand why people get so
heated
about everything.
Yeah, and also
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And also like I think that like what people are upset about is the fact that our culture makes it successful and like critique the culture that makes that successful as opposed to like, I don't know.
Sending death threats.
Yeah, sending death threats or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
And there are valid critiques, by the way.
Of course.
And which are interesting to talk about, like we've talked about right now. But like, you can do it in a way where you're not like tearing somebody down and like...
But that's about our culture.
That's our culture.
In general with everything right now. It's like no one can have a conversation.
And that's sort of what I was like, you know, like it's interesting how vicious this reaction feels compared to...
Do you think they're using that as like a way to let their aggression out for other things?
Maybe. I mean, I thought about it. Well, I also was like, can we take some of this energy into like the trans debate? Can we take
or anything.
Yeah, or anything else. Like, can we take like some of this vitriol and just like channel it towards something
doing some good,
more productive?
Yes.
You know, I don't know, something that like actually is going to have like consequence,
right?
You know, like let her sing about being in love. I just don't like, even if she's a billionaire, like I don't know, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about
there are
that.
Other billionaires that need our vitriol way more than her.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Yes.
That's
what I and that's
let's get the real enemy.
And that's kind of how I feel. I'm like it feels like, it definitely does feel like, because she's a woman.
Yeah.
It feels like because she's a woman, and I felt, you know, I did a Katy Perry number early at Free Clinic, but like, you know, it's easier to target Katy than it is Jeff Bezos for whatever reason. And like, I don't know what that, because Jeff Bezos is the real villain in that story. It's not like actually, like Katy is just sort of like,
she's the face of it though.
She's the face of it. And I think that's what women sort of, that's what women sort of become. They become like the face of things without actually being like the true cause of it.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, definitely. But people like Katy Perry, and they know what they're doing. They know who they're working for. You know what I mean? So you can't.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can't. There's some complicity there for sure. Yeah, they're not totally free of sin. Right. It's a nuanced conversation, which is why I love having a podcast. Oh my gosh, so we do have to get to our It Girls Who Got Away. Okay. Like I want to talk about more niche girls because I have more niche girls. You gotta
have me back for season 3 or
4. Well, that's kind of why I'm creating the Real It Girls of West Hollywood, because there are just there are so many people I want to have on.
Talk about that too.
I know. And also I should say, before we get to our It Girls Who Got Away, is please like and subscribe the podcast. I forgot to say that going into our first segment, but like please like and subscribe to the podcast either on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, wherever you're listening. I'd appreciate the follow, appreciate the like.
Yes.
You know, and give me a little comment. I know it feels like it's like nothing, but it actually does fuel some momentum for me.
Share, tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Absolutely. So would you like to go first, or do you want to time me first?
I'll go first, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
All right, so this is the It Girls Who Got Away.
An It Girl Who Got Away. This is somebody that the culture slept on, who, we need to wake this up for the culture. People need to check this girl out. We need to chastise culture for letting this girl down.
Okay.
There's lots of different directions you could go with it. You could go with pure praise, anger, however you feel.
Let's see what comes out of my mouth. Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. So you've got 1 minute on the clock.
All right.
Okay. And just start with my It Girl Who Got Away is. Okay. Ready? And go.
My It Girl Who Got Away is all those who have been auditioning and auditioning and auditioning for RuPaul's Drag Race. It is that time of year again, friends.
Yes.
Season 19 casting has just been announced. So I want to talk. Do you not know this?
No.
Oh, well, don't get into my time. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
So yes, season 19 casting has just been announced. So being in the scene now for many, many years, it's so funny when this time of year rolls around, everyone is like elevates. But I just want to say to all those who have been auditioning for year after year after year, don't give up.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Absolutely.
Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself and don't worry about the results.
You have 25 seconds.
Oh, I have plenty of time.
I know.
Okay.
You were like rushing and I was like,
I'll
tell you 20 seconds.
So yeah, they ask a lot of those auditioning. It's like a 20-page thing. We have a month. They didn't give us as much time this year. So I just want to say, stay strong, friends, drag performers who are auditioning. And if you don't get it, who cares? Make your own podcast.
Period. Shablam.
Hello.
Shablam.
It Girl. Shablam. We need a crossover.
And that is time. I would love a crossover.
Okay.
I would love a crossover with you and Lorelai.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, actually. And that's...
Was that okay?
No, that was so great.
Okay.
And also it brings up something I was going to say for Niche Girl, which is Patagonia just became the first drag queen to reach 1 million followers without RuPaul's Drag Race.
Wow.
So it is possible. It's possible to have a drag career.
Yes.
I think one of the main themes of season 1 of this podcast was that a lot of the old archetypes, the old formulas for becoming successful, rich, famous, whatever you want to call it, people are getting tired of Survivor. So they're reinventing it with traders and they're reinventing, people are the world knows what drag is now.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through Drag Race to be successful. And I love that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you audition for this past season?
God, we're going to talk about this.
Sorry. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Yes, I did.
You did?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. I'm
sorry. I've auditioned many, many times.
I'm guessing.
They're not interested.
They're not interested.
All right. It's not meant to be. Maybe this will be my time.
What the hell? You're letting this It Girl get away.
Oh, please. Let's edit all this out.
Oh,
Mark,
sorry.
We can't.
We can't.
Oh, shit, smash it down. They won't let us edit.
Sorry. You're going to have to live with this.
All right.
I know. Sorry. But so sorry about that. But
right.
I do agree. I think that a lot of people think that Drag Race is the only path to success.
And in some regards, I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not the only way.
It's not the only way, but it does make things very much easier.
Yeah. You get paid.
You get
3
paid
times the amount for doing the same gig.
First of all.
You get paid.
Yeah.
That's one. That's base. But yeah, you get paid 3 times the amount for doing the same gigs as the local girls.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So it's that aspect of it is okay.
I know.
But
and you really do have to even if you do get on Drag Race, you do have to capitalize on the momentum.
For sure. There's so many queens now.
Yeah, and because if you don't stay top of mind and and I think Corey King has actually been one of the best at that of not being somebody who went all the way to the end, but was able to sort of capitalize on being somebody that people know and just continuing to make content. Sarah Larson. It all connects.
There we go.
It all connects. Are you ready to time me?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Am I using your phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
These nails.
I know.
Yes, we're wearing nails in season 2.
Yeah. Well, I think it was only with Sweet Tea that I didn't.
Okay, I heard that.
I know that was the only one that I didn't. But okay.
All right.
Yes.
Ready? Go.
My It Girl Who Got Away is Michelle Branch.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of singer-songwriters who we've been talking about for this entire podcast, Michelle Branch she has 4 albums. I just discovered today.
I didn't know that.
She only had 2 big ones from the early 2000s.
Uh-huh.
They are they were such like coming of age albums for me personally. I remember just like having my headphones plugged into by wire to my little speaker system and just like dancing in my room, like everywhere. And Are You Happy Now is such an existential, like, I love it so much, and like revisiting it. And I just feel like, you know, Swifties, 27 Swifties, you have no idea how lucky you are to get 12 albums out of an artist. We are so lucky that that is now seemingly the norm from artists. But we only got really 2 albums out of Michelle Branch. And I know you've got 2 more. I'm going to check them out, and we should all check them out and then give Michelle her flowers, because she really paved the way for some of these girlies.
There we go.
Yes,
nicely done.
Oh, thank you. I was nervous that I was like, I did not think of what I was going to say. So I'm just glad it came out.
Michelle Branch was at top of mind.
Yeah. Well, you know, I always kind of try to connect my it girl, because I have to do it every week. Yeah. So I'm like, I always try to connect it to like the discussion or my person or like whoever. So this time I sort of connected it to Taylor Swift. I was like, she kind of was like a Taylor Swift of the early 2000s. She was
always playing her piano and singing.
That might have been Vanessa Carlton.
Oh,
but not the no but. Wow.
Okay, maybe you should have failed that class.
yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Michelle Branch. Okay, good one.
Michelle Branch. So those are our it girls who got away. Let us know, you know, is there anyone else from the culture that we missed this week? Now, you are going to be a judge on the real it girls of West Hollywood. The very first. It's a live show. It's a competition, and we're going to help determine. The winner is going to be on this podcast. As I sort of was alluding to earlier, it's, you know, I only have a limited number of episodes. And so like knowing who I can get on the podcast. And I, of course, want to like, you know, respect the queens who have been doing it on the block and make sure they get on. But then anybody who's like up and coming, like, I think it's a great way to like get their name out there.
Of course.
You know,
I love it.
What do you look for in an it girl?
In an it girl for drag specifically?
Yes.
I like a professional bitch. I'm a professional. I'm theater trained. So I like someone who shows up on time, is ready to work.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I like if you get your music on time. And now that I'm like a producer of shows, it's
I can imagine
a whole other list of things that make me like someone or not.
For sure.
But yeah, I think really just being professional and being kind and goes a long way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, if you are professional and you are kind, you can get away with a lot of shit.
It's really amazing, isn't it? It's like, it's such a low bar feeling, but it really like,
it's rare.
It's kind of like, you know, when you're a waiter, you've been a waiter, right? It's like, you think there's like a baseline for humanity, and then you're a waiter and you're like, oh wait, no, there's not. You know, it's kind of like very that to see behind the scenes in the drag scene. So October 13th at Beaches Tropicana, come and check us out.
I'll be there.
Annie is going to be one of my judges with Tony Soto and Sweet Tea, who you know from season 1.
Former guest of the pod.
I'm trying to create like a network, a family, like a universe, my own multiverse, like of like people from the pod. So I'm so excited. I've got some great games and tricks up my sleeve for the show. So
I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be so fun. Yeah. And now, where else can we check you out? Where can we follow you on social media?
Okay, you can follow me on social media. I'm most active on Instagram.
Okay.
But I have the largest following on TikTok for some reason.
Really?
That happened during the
pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't post on TikTok as much as I should.
Okay.
But anyway, they're both Annie Biotixx.
Yeah.
Biotixx. Gotta spell it weird because I'm a drag queen.
Sure.
So yeah, follow me there. Both of those places are fun. And then you can see me live every Thursday night at Rocco's, soon to be Maddie's, for free clinic. And if you're a drag performer out there, or if you want to become a drag performer or dip your toe into drag, you can perform. Yeah. Rocco's, a brilliant stage in the heart of West Hollywood.
In the heart of West Hollywood. Great place to come and cut your teeth. Really warm, welcoming environment.
Yeah, come see us.
Safe space to like experiment. You've always got fun themes.
Yeah, different theme every week, different co-host every week. I need to get you in there to co-host.
I know. It's so funny because like every time I would attend, you'd call me out for not having you on the podcast. And I was like, okay, but you've never made me a co-host.
It's true.
It's okay. We were in a Cold War, and now the Cold War It's ended.
But I do have some other fun gigs coming up on when does this come out?
Tomorrow.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God, so fast.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then.
What's this weekend?
I'm doing a Kylie brunch at the Abbey this Saturday, October 11th. And then in November, mark your calendars, November 15th. You can see me in 2 different places on 2 different parts of town. I'm going to be in Pioneer Town for Orville Peck's Rodeo Brunch.
Yes, with Meatball.
Yes, Meatball's hosting it. Kyra Jete is performing. I'll be performing. DJ Bella Spreads will be there. It'll be super fun. And then that night,
all it girls.
Yes, that night I'm doing a play.
Oh my God.
Written by Siri at the Spaghetti Fest at the Elysian Theater. So that's going to be super fun. It's like a drag pageant murder mystery.
So cool.
So I'm excited about that.
I forgot to ask you about Queen Out.
Oh my God.
In Australia.
Queen Out was in Australia, but we're hoping to do it in LA at some point again.
Okay.
And we have more plans for that too. So
good.
That's an award-winning play that Lorelai and I wrote and starred in together.
Amazing. The reception was good?
Yes, we just got back from doing it in Australia.
Amazing.
It was a great trip. Yeah.
Look at this girl, world traveler, such an it girl. Annie, I am so happy to have you on the podcast. As I've said many, many times, this is long overdue.
Yes.
I feel like I talked about you like every episode last season. So I was like,
I love it.
I got to have you on. And I just can't wait to see what you do next. Like it's always like something completely out of the box.
No, I try. I like to do things a little different. If everyone else is doing one thing, I don't want to do that as well.
Yeah, when they zig, you zag.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of your journey in drag. I've gotten to see it pretty much from the beginning.
Yeah, you really have.
And
you really have.
This podcast is amazing, and
Thank
you are doing the thing. It's not easy, and you are doing it. You're making it happen.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. It's hard.
It is. It's not easy, folks.
Yeah, and it really is crazy the ways that like you just the ego, you have to like, there's so much you have to just like really let go of things that are outside of your control. And like, you know, like you were saying with the Drag Race thing, it's like you have to take these losses in stride and be like, okay, how do I elevate to the next thing? Anyways, I'm obviously inspired by you, and like, you know, I hope to follow in these footsteps.
You're doing it. But for our journey, I cannot, just to restate, I cannot believe where we started. Who would have ever thought
gay bartenders? I could do that better.
To like 2 drag queens in Los Angeles, like with podcasts. Life is weird. Life is weird, friends.
Life is weird.
You never know where you'll be
after a pandemic, during like fascism and all of that. It's like wild.
Wow. So we'll see where we are in 10 years, 10 more years.
So follow us, see where our journeys take us. Let us know who we missed, who we didn't talk about. Because as we all know, if we're not talking about you, baby, you're not getting paid.
Hello.
That, isn't it, girl? Conversation is capital. So tune in next week. We're going to be a weekly podcast, season 2.
Hey.
At Petty Cash Studios.
There we go.
See you next time.
Bye.
Woo.